are those local supporters. They're here for us through thick and thin, and we are very honored to have them and call them a part of our team each and every year. Many of the players that get through Phil Wells will check in and they'll ask about many members here in the field because they mean a lot to us. They develop relationships with the players, with the staff, and with the other things. So it's our privilege to induct into the 2014 Hall of Fame class St. Joe Let's give him a round. We are very honored to have them call that part of our team every year. You know, players,
Welcome into Phil Welch Stadium for another night of Mustangs baseball. It is a lovely June 14th, kind of overcast skies, but good temperatures right around the 75-degree mark, and we will be playing baseball tonight. Another unique contest for this Mustangs team. They'll be taking on the Missouri Western State University Alumni with an overall record, an all-time record of 1,079 wins and 1,031 losses with 5 ties, it appears. The Mustangs, on the other hand, this season 11-4, a very good start to their year. Probably left a few out there that they should have had. They are actually tops of the division, 7-4, right above the Chillicothe Mudcats on the north side, who are 7-6. On the south side of the divisions, the Sedalia Bombers lead the entire league with a 9-2 record. And we'll see what the Mustangs can do against yet another alumni team, this time Missouri Western State University Griffins. And we'll be kind of flying by the seat of our pants a little bit. The alumni teams are a little lazy on the lineups. I've got to mention that. They're a little bit lazy on the lineups. Leading off for them is David Chu. Chu from the left side against the starter for the Mustangs, Lovelace. Lovelace, a grounder to the third baseman, McDonald, and he throws to first for out number 1. So a quick out number 1 there for Lovelace, and Jamie Lovelace back on the hill. This will be his third appearance of the year. He's appeared in 3 games, a 6.75 ERA coming into this one. Fastball is fouled back by the 2-hole hitter Parrish Lutz. Lovelace 0-1. McDonald, a good stab at third, throw to first, and that's out number 2. So 5-3 outs to start this one. And Lovelace is working quickly with under 5 pitches and 2 outs. So now stepping in, Spencer Shockley. See if we can't tell you the defense for the Mustangs before they get this third out. First pitch is in there for strike 1 to Shockley. Third base, obviously, Evan McDonald, a couple good plays already. Shortstop, Matthew Johnson. Second base, Lucas Powers. First base, Josh Cassidy. The catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Lovelace on the hill. Now an 0-2 count to Shockley. And that's outside for ball 1. In the outfield, manning down center field, Ryan Abernathy. Left field, Kyle Richards. And right field, Zach Johnson, as ball 2 comes across to Shockley. Works the count even at 2s. Here's the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. A soft grounder hit up the middle. McDonald comes over to field, throws on the run, got him at first base. Evan McDonald, 3 outs for himself there. 5-3, 1-2-3. And the Mustangs out of the first inning quickly. So coming up for them, we'll see Eric Wilcoxon, Evan McDonald, and Ryan Abernathy in the bottom of the first. Eric Wilcoxon leading things off for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the first inning. On the hill, Brandon Simmons for the Missouri Western Alumni, and he's quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Simmons just graduated, or just ended his playing career with Missouri Western last year and was a Mustang last summer. He allows a leadoff single to Wilcoxon up the middle. So Wilcoxon on first, and he'll get something started for Evan McDonald. And we'll see if they can get a rally started early. Trying to patch together this Missouri Western defense here as I see numbers. I'm missing a few, so I'll let you know as soon as I've got the complete set. Simmons checks to first. The first baseman, Parrish Lutz, makes the grab, but can't make the tag in time. Simmons takes the sign from the stretch. The deal to McDonald. Fastball almost got him. It did, right on the hip. So two quick base runners for the Mustangs as a single and a hit by Pitt. And now here's Ryan Abernathy. Abernathy, a hot start, and he's one of our options on our poll online who has had the hottest start. Abernathy, 444, 6 RBIs, and 6 stolen bases, although we think it's a little more. We think he's closer to 10, missing, and he's down in the count 0-1. Simmons working ahead early, but allowed that hit on an 0-2 count, and then hit McDonald in the side when he was, on the first pitch. Here's the 0-1 to Abernathy. And swing and a miss, so now here. Mustangs in league play are 7-4, 11-4 total. And Abernathy fouls one off and will retry at 0-2. Alumni teams definitely are here to win. They don't come to mess around. It is game time when they get on the field. And Mustangs alumni gave the young guns a run for their money and couldn't quite finish the deal, but we'll see if the Missouri Western alumni can do it tonight. The 1-2 is in there for strike three looking. Abernathy goes down for out number one. Good pitch by Simmons there on the inside corner. One out for the Alumni, and in steps Josh Cassidy, who's playing first base tonight for the Mustangs. For another day off. Simmons takes the sign from the stretch. First and second, one out here in the bottom of the first. No score. Fastball, swing and a miss by Cassidy. Simmons really has him off balance here, and it's hard to tell what the cause is early, but he definitely does. Simmons looks Wilcoxon back to second. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss from Cassidy, and now 0-2 count. Big pitch here for the Alumni to try and ease closer to getting out of the jam. Another backwards K for Brandon Simmons. Sneaks one in there, and Cassidy will head back, and Mustangs hitter's not too happy, but I can't tell where it's missing. I think it's right on that inside part of the plate. It looks good. Simmons smiling on the mound. He must be doing something with it. Now Zach Johnson will try and solve the mystery of the backwards K that has been haunting them early. First pitch, swing and a miss. What looked like Could be a big inning for the Mustangs. Is slowly coming to a halt. We'll see if Johnson can put them in with 2 outs. Fastball just a bit outside, 4-1. First ball Simmons has thrown since he hit McDonald, and that was the second batter of the game. And now we're in the 5-hole. The 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2 count. Curious to see how long Simmons will go. The Missouri Western alums don't have the numbers that the Mustangs alums did, so I would guess we're not going to see the one-and-done innings, but I could be wrong. 1-2 count, fastball, popped high down the right side in foul territory and out of play. And we'll retry 1-2 count. All I'm missing now I'll give you the defense. I just need the shortstop, and that's it. Outfield from left to right, Matt Meyer, David Chu, and Ethan Ward. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Brandon Simmons after allowing a single and then hitting Evan McDonald. And the alums are out of the inning unscathed. See if they can plate one coming up in the second. Nate Ramler leading off the top of the second inning for the Mo West alums. Ramler, the DH for the night on the right side. Lovelace off speed, and Ramler belts it into center field in front of Abernathy for the first hit of the day for the Alumni. Good job to just wait on that. Lovelace hung a curveball up in the zone, and Ramler just sat back and let it break right into his bat. Now Brandon Freeborn steps in. And I'm going to have to guess Freeborn is is playing shortstop for the alums tonight, because that is the one I did not have. There's ball 1 to him. 1-0 count now to Freeborn with the runner Ramler on first, or Ramler, excuse me. Lovelace checks him back to the bag. Here's the 1-0. That's in the dirt for ball 2. A 2-0 count now. Rambler, good lead at first. Swing and a miss. That's a foul ball for strike 1. Just barely got a piece of it there. Great crowd tonight for the Saturday night game, and if you haven't made it out to a game this year, still just the second inning, it'd be a great one to come to. Free fireworks show after the game, and they are absolutely awesome. Right over the right field wall, everyone stays. It'll be played to a movie theme music. Every week it's different theme music from a different movie. Be a great night to come out to the ballpark. And there's strike three looking for Brandon Freeborn. That's out number one. Number 27, C.J. Kirby. Starting to be a little curious as to kind of show this alumni team's running. I didn't see Kirby on defense. They might just be right now. I think we can give them a free pass, though. Pitch to Kirby, and he hits to the shortstop Johnson. Throw to Powers at second. The throw to first. A double play to end the inning. And the little jam they got themselves into. They'll try to plate some runs in the bottom half. We'll see if they can do it. Lucas Powers leading off the bottom of the second inning. He's got a 1-1 count to him right now. Simmons remains the pitcher for the Alumni. Fastball just a little high to Powers, and a 2-1 count to him now. Mustangs 2 runners on to start the first inning, and then 2 backwards Ks and 1 forward K to end it. And there's a strike to Powers as he thought it was a ball on the outside part. It's a full count for the second baseman. The 3-2. Powers pops this one high, and that'll be foul behind the backstop. Simmons steps back on, see if he can punch his fourth batter out. Fastball. Powers chops it at the steps, throws to first, and Powers is out at first base. Very close play over there, and I thought he might have got his foot down. Johnny Coy heckling the umpire a little bit. Good fun, though. Now here's Kyle Richards with one out and nobody on. Fastball in there for strike one. Chucky Kemp with you tonight for the Mustangs broadcast. Red Tracy's out. Kelly Shipp's on other duty. Chris Roush, we are flying solo tonight. An 0-2 count now to Richards with one out here in the bottom of the second. Here's the 0-2 fastball. Richards pops it into center field. David Chu comes in and makes the grab for out number two. Simmons looks good on the mound right now. 6 so far for him. 3 of them strikeouts, no runs, and only 1 hit. Here's Matthew Johnson, the shortstop. Fastball to him. After Johnson will be Francisco Alvarez, and then back to the top of the order. The 1-0 is same spot, just a tad bit outside. Simmons trying to get a strike in there, and that's not it. 3-0 count now. There's strike one with a 3-1. Great crowd tonight for the Mustangs. Every part of the park filled with a fan and everyone having a good time. Johnson walks, and now the Mustangs a chance for a little 2-out rally. Here comes the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez batting an even 200 on the season. 2 RBIs, 1 walk. First pitch in there for strike one. Alvarez is the one with the cannon from behind the plate. And we've seen some phenomenal throws from him. And he is a tough one to run on. I doubt in the Alumni triad. Matt Johnson will run, and he will be in there with a stolen base as the catcher, Tony Leffler, couldn't handle it. Alvarez, though, you won't find many that can run on him. Runner in scoring position. The 1-1 is in there for strike two. Johnson quite a bit of speed over there at second base, so if you can get a ball through the hole of the infield, he's going to score. And there it is, little bloop single into right field. Around comes Johnson. The throw home is not in time. They're going to say he didn't make the tag, and the catcher, Leffler, does not agree, and neither does the pitcher, Simmons. And I have to say, I think Johnson was out on that one. Leffler looked like Johnson did try to slide around the tag, but I thought he got him on the shoulder, and Johnson had to hop up and tag the play, but well done by Francisco Alvarez to drive in the first run of the game. 1-0 lead for the Mustangs. First pitch to Eric Wilcoxon is in there for strike one. Wilcoxon singled in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. Outside, that'll even the count at 1. Speed for Wilcoxon. Another guy that's kind of struggled out of the gates, though, only hitting about 130. 3 hits, 5 walks. There's a liner at the second baseman, Zwashka, and makes the grab with about a 3-inch vertical, but nonetheless a good catch out there, and that'll do it. Mustangs plate 1. They lead 1-0. Batting is another unknown man who made the final out of the second inning. A 2-1 count to him from Lovelace. That's in there for strike 2, or excuse me. Yes. Scoreboard is Chucky Kemp, and I'm going to bring in my buddy Brent Barnett. Brent's down to a lot of the Mustangs games this year, and what do you think, Brent? Is this your first season coming to Mustangs games?
It is. I've been from the area, but near Maryville, but this is first things.
3-2 count now to Zwashka. Lovelace deals and a swing and a miss. That's strike 3 for out number 1. And Lovelace kind of working into a groove here. Now stepping in, Matt Meyer with 1 out. Meyer from the right side, and a big cut and a big miss there as he was trying to put that one in the bullpen. 1-1 now. Strike 2 and another chance to sit another down. He's got 2 strikeouts on the day. More than the strikeouts, he's got 3 groundouts to first base, induced groundouts to third base. Now Harris Cobb steps in, and I've never seen a lineup like this because everyone I've got on defense penciled in, I don't know that I've actually seen one of them come up to the plate. A fairly lenient game tonight. All in good fun, though, but still, I just haven't seen it. Leffler, the catcher, is on deck. Here's a grounder to Johnson at short in the dirt, and a scoop by Josh Cassidy, and that will do it for the Alumni in the third. Mustangs lead 1-0. We'll be right back. Leads off the third for the Mustangs in the bottom half. They lead 1-0. McDonald in the first inning, hit by a pitch. I'm sure he'd like to change that luck. Jones, right-hander on right-hander matchup right here. Fastball in there. One pitch, but Jones looks like he is going to be fine out there. That was a nice little fastball in the part of the fastball, swing and a miss. McDonald kind of pulls his head out of the zone, and 2. That's a ball low and outside. 1-2 count. Fireworks after the game if you're not out here right now and you think you can still make it. Still early in the fireworks after. McDonald strikes out. The Missouri Western Alumni, the pitching staff, has just strikeout after strikeout. That's the fifth of the day. Player Abernathy coming off his worst season with the Northwest spring. And there's a drive into right center field. That's in the gap past the outfielders, and now the speed will turn on. Abernathy rounds second, and he will stay there with a stand-up double. So Ryan Abernathy, a little one-out double, and now we'll see Josh Cassidy, see if he can bring him around. Abernathy, I mentioned, worst season at Northwest Missouri State this year, and still hit 304. So really didn't have that bad of a year, but down from what we're used to. He typically around the 320 to 340 range. which is phenomenal. And here's Cassidy against Jones. Fastball. It's a base hit. Abernathy will round, but decides to stay. And a single there with one out and puts runners on first and third. Now Zach Johnson struck out here. Cannon in right field, and another guy like Francis not want to run on Johnson. Here's the first pitch to him with one out is a breaking ball downstairs for ball one. Kansas City Royals got another win today. Danny Duff hits, no runs, 9 strikeouts, and they won 9-1 over the Chicago White Sox. Johnson fouls that one off to the side for strike one. One count to Johnson. Fastball hit really, and he comes across. Runners on first and second. Johnson struck it well. He just didn't have much on the swing. And now here's Lucas Powers. Powers grounded out to the shortstop for the first out of the second inning. First pitch to Powers in there for strike one. One of the newest additions to the Mustangs team was third baseman Hayden Steele. Steele in his first game, a couple hits and an RBI. That was last time the Mustangs were home against the Raiders. Steele's older brother, Keaton, they're both from the area, went to Central High School. Keaton Steele, his brother, was drafted in the MLB draft by the Minnesota Twins. I believe that was in round 8 or 9. Fly ball into center field is caught by Chu, and that will hold the runners at first and second. Two outs now, first and second here in the bottom of the third. You're just joining us. Mustangs lead this one 2-0. I'll try to keep my hand out of the camera as much as possible, but it's a mystery. It just refocuses. It's like magic. Hopefully that'll help you see it a little bit better, but 2 outs here at the packed Phil Welch Stadium for tonight's game. A great crowd tonight. First pitch to Kyle Richards is a strike. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Second baseman Zwaszka cheating towards second to hold the runner Cassidy, and that's in there for ball one. On deck, Matthew Johnson. Johnson has struggled at the offensive side this year, but we've seen some signs that he can turn it around as Richards misses there. Northwest head basketball coach Ben McCollum in attendance tonight. What an odd attendee to the Missouri Western Alumni game, but he's doing the 50-50 raffle out here for the Mustangs. I'm just puzzled by that. I got to find out why he's here now. That is just the oddest thing. Coach McCollum and the Bearcats made the Sweet 16 this year in Division II basketball, and a swing and a miss from Kyle Richards. That'll do it for the third. Mustangs plate one more. They lead 2-0. Leading off for the Missouri Western Alumni, Tony Loeffler, I think is what I heard the pronunciation from the PA man tonight, which is Chris Roush. There's a ball upstairs for ball one. And that'll make it a 2-0 count, a breaking ball downstairs. Here in the top of the fourth, Mustangs lead 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. And I'll say the Missouri Western Alumni, we've seen some decent hits. We've seen a few guys put a good bat on the ball, but nothing really strung together. And unlike the Mustangs Alumni, who you've got Johnny Coy, Ryan Hook, you've got Kyle Jackson on the mound with Brandon Simmons as well, who's here tonight and pitched the first couple innings. And then you've got Shane Segovia toward the bottom of the order. Segovia, a Mizzou player right now. It's just interesting to see. We'll see, though. They get a runner on there, a walk from Jamie Lovelace, and see if they can turn that into something as Loeffler's on first. Here's Donnie Hillerman now. And I've got to think at this point, I attempted to keep score because of the no think it's going to happen. They are just continue to send new faces to the plate. I don't even have enough slots to put them all in. As Hillerman swings and misses at the first pitch. It'll be Ethan Ward, and I don't think they're pinch hitting all the time. They don't have the numbers to do it. I just think they're going to bat this entire order. 1-1 count is in the dirt. That makes it a 2-1 count. Still that runner on first. Got to move him over somehow. 2-1. That is in there for strike two. Evens the count at 2. Lovelace so far, a good outing. Only allowed 1 hit. Struck a few out, and now we're here in the fourth. A grounder right to Lovelace. Throws to Johnson at second. Throw to first in time. A double play. Eliminates the first batter walking, and now 2 outs here for Lovelace in the top of the fourth. Now batting Ethan Ward. Ward, another new one because he has not been to the plate yet, which makes it about 12 guys, I think. And on deck is Brandon Simmons, the pitcher, from the first 2 innings, who was taken out by Jake Jones. So, yes, it is indeed just whoever wants to bat. A base hit in the left field here, though, for Ethan Ward. I think Ward was scared that Richards was going to come up throwing from left field. He hustled down the line. Now here's Brandon Simmons. We'll see if he can get something going. Little 2-out rally, maybe get a run on the board and cut into this lead. Grounder to Powers at second. He'll flip to Johnson for the easy force play, and that is for the Alumni in the fourth. They still trail 2-0. Jake Jones remains in the game for the Alumni. We'll see if he can keep things going. They have allowed just 2 runs here in the first 3 innings. These Alumni teams really aren't. I mean, when I first heard that that's what we were doing, we'd play the Mustangs alums and Missouri Western alums, and then you see that these guys are really, they can still play a little bit and really hang with this young team. First pitch there, a ball to Matt Johnson. On deck, Francisco Alvarez. Johnson hits it well into right field, right center field, that is. Chew over makes the catch for out number 1. Now Alvarez, who had a base hit in his first at bat. And after him, we'll be back to the top of the order with Eric Wilcoxon, Evan McDonald, and Ryan Abernathy. Abernathy regularly in the 2 spot. Corpor's out of the lineup, and they'll drop him back into the 3 spot and try to get some run production out of him. First pitch to Alvarez in there for strike 1. And there is strike 2. Jake Jones working quickly right in the heart of the zone. We'll see if he can get the punch-out pitch to go. Here it is, the 0-2, swing and a miss. Alvarez swung at one at his eyeballs for out number 2. Here's Wilcoxon, 1 for 2 on the night. Feels like it's been a quick game so far. We're almost done with the 4th inning. We're only 50 minutes in. Nothing wrong with a 2-hour ball game, though. I can tell you that right now. 1-0 count now. Two-0 count, 2 outs. Mustangs still in the lead. 2-0. Wilcoxon on the right side, and second for a 2-out single. Now we'll see Evan McDonald, see if they can get something going. Wilcoxon probably going to run, go to second. McDonald from the right side against the righty Jones. Wilcoxon does not go on this pitch. That one's outside for ball 1. I got to think head coach Matt Johnson's going to send him. Here's the 1-0, a bigger lead, and he will not go. And that's low for ball 2. No horse tonight, I just realized. There's no Mustangs horse that's running around in the outfield tonight. It's disappointing. I always look for the horse. A 3-0 count now to McDonald. Fastball is just inside, a 4-pitch walk, and now first and second, a lot of speed on the base paths, and a lot more coming to the plate with Ryan Abernathy. Abernathy got a base hit into right center field last time, came around to score. Here's the first pitch there for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 count. Abernathy looking to drive a run in. Fastball really dug themselves into a lot of holes tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Jones, first and second, 2 outs. Abernathy takes in the dirt. Wilcoxon will take third. The throw to second, though, is not quite in time. McDonald stays on the bag, and Wilcoxon wisely comes home to score. The Alumni thought they had McDonald at second. He thought he popped off the bag, but stayed on. Now 1-2 count, 2 outs. Mustangs lead 3-0. Good heads-up play from Wilcoxon. And see if Abernathy can bring another home. Here's the 1-2 and just a bit high. That'll even the count at 2. Two outside in the dirt. McDonald will stay. A good block there by Loeffler. Full count pitch here to Abernathy. Jones winds, deals, and strikes him out for out number 3. Mustangs played another. They lead 3-0. See if the Alumni can get something fifth. Back here in the top of the 5th inning, a 1 out already after a fly out. Now Parrish Lutz batting. 3-1 count to him in the top of the 5th. And they walk there on 5 pitches. Lutz will take first base. Now stepping in, Spencer Shockley. Righty on righty matchup. Shockley to Powers at second for an easy out. I thought that might have blooped into right field, but didn't have enough on it. 2 outs now with a runner on first. Mustangs lead 3-0 still. Just a beautiful night out here at Phil Welch Stadium. If you haven't made it out to a game yet this year, it'd be a nice time to make it out in the next week or so. Mustangs playing some of the best baseball they've played so far, and they've started well. And here's a drive into left field. That one is down. Nate Ramler, a base hit to the wall and left, and now around comes Lutz. Runners on second and third with 2 outs, and a huge opportunity for Brandon Freeborn, the shortstop, to come in and put some runs across. This is huge right here. They haven't had many opportunities. They might not get many more. Got to capitalize and try to knot it up sometime in the coming innings. First pitch to Freeburn. Breaking ball just a little outside. That's ball 1. You don't want to get behind in the count in a situation like this. Lovelace has been so good. He's now given up 3 hits. Here's the 1-0, a big cut from Freeborn, and that's the first strike. The 1-1, Lovelace working quickly. Breaking ball just a bit outside again. Now down 3-1 in the count, and a huge pitch here as Freeburn could really sit back and try to tee off on one. The outfield's in a little bit. Fastball, and he grounds it to the left side. McDonald, a good stab at third, throw, and they're out of the inning. They strand 2. Mustangs lead 3-0. They're coming up in the bottom of the 5th. Josh Cassidy leads off against the new pitcher Ethan Ward, and he hangs a massive breaking ball that drops right out of the zone for ball one. Looked pretty good, though. The 1-0 fastball inside off the catcher's mitt, and now a 2-0 count. Count to K. Fastball hit well, but stabbed at third by Spencer Shockley. Great play by Shockley over there, leaping grab. That's out number one, and now we'll see Zach Johnson, the right fielder. See if Johnson can get something going. Here's the pitch from Ward. Fastball inside. That's ball one. Ward, a left-handed pitcher on the right-handed batter Johnson, and Johnson hits this throw, and it is just a bit outside of the outstretched glove of Lutz at first and pops out. So probably an error there on the throw from Shockley, and Johnson takes first. Here's the local Benton High School product. The clutch hitter of the game, I believe that is the Dick's Sporting Goods clutch hitter of the game. Curveball low. If he gets a hit, I think 100 lucky fans, something. They get something. That's all I know. I am a world of information for you listening. Johnson, not much of a lead over there at first. Don't expect him to go anywhere. Powers takes a big swing and miss for strike one. The 1-1 pitch. Powers pops it down the right side. Back goes the first baseman Lutz and can't make the grab. Had it sitting on his elbow at one point. When I came around the pole, I lost sight of him for a second, and then was rolling on his arm. I don't know what he was doing out there. Must have popped out of his glove. But a 1-2 count to Powers and a chance for out number two and maybe a double play ball here. The infield is in double play. That one's right up in Powers' grill there. Count even at 2. Johnson on first. Powers swing and a miss. No, he fouled it off. Just a tip of the ball. Two count now. Still one out. This one hit high and foul, out of play on the left side, into the stands and out of the stadium. Two count. Ethan Ward. They need a new ball. Or no, Powers needs a new bat. Thought we'd ran out of balls. Quite a few foul balls in this at bat, but no, Powers just must have cracked his bat or something. This one also hit foul. We'll redo it 2-2, third time, and Powers really taking some big cuts up there. If he can get a hold of one, if he gets the meat of the ball, this thing can. And there it is, a hit into center field. That's caught by the center fielder. It looks like it's Brandon Simmons out there now. Yes, it is. That's out number 2. Powers put a good tag on it, but right to Simmons for out number 2. Kyle Richards comes in now, the left fielder. 2 outs, runner on first, still Johnson. Coaching the bases tonight for the Mustangs, Matt Johnson, the head coach at third, Johnny Coy, to hit a home run in Phil Welch's Stadium, and it wasn't even for them, it was for the Alumni. Still looking for the first long ball from the 2014 squad. 0-1 count for Richards. And he picks off Johnson. Johnson going for second, and he is out of there. That's out number 3. Good pickoff move from Ethan Ward. Gets the Alumni out of a little jam there. 6th. Steve Zwaszka leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Alumni. They trail by 3, and Mustangs really have shut down any attempt they've had. Last inning, they had runners on second and third, and Brandon Simmons grounded out to the second baseman. Now a 1-1 count to Zwaszka, and make it a 1-2 count. Lovelace still going strong here in the 6th. The 1-2 swung on and hit at the first baseman. Cassidy. Fields throws to Lovelace, loses his hat, but that's out number 1 as he steps on the bag. Good job covering there. 1 out quickly for Lovelace, and now we'll see Matt Meyer step in. Another right-handed batter for this Alumni team. First pitch, Meyer fouls this one down the right side into the patio. Party deck is packed tonight. People everywhere down the lines, in the stands. It's just a great night at Phil Welch. Grounder to Matt Johnson at short. Fields throws to first. Out number 2. Lovelace letting his defense work for him, and they're loving it. And had a little bit of a switch around here. As now the first baseman's Hayden Steele. Third baseman's Cassidy, and at second base is Evan McDonald. And I'm interested to see how this works. Steele and McDonald play the same position, but they've kind of been coming around. Steele started off hot offensively. McDonald's been coming around as of late, and I'd like to see them on the field together a few times. We'll see if that happens. First pitch. Hit up the middle. Johnson Fields throws to Steele. He makes the catch at first, and that's out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for the Mustangs. They're coming up in the bottom of the 6th. Kyle Richards leading things off in the bottom of the 6th. 3-0 lead for the Mustangs, and check swing from Richards. He does go around for strike. Ethan Ward's still on the hill, the lefty. Good inning in the bottom of the 5th. See if he can keep that going here. 0-1 up high. That's ball 1. Head basketball coach at Northwest Missouri State, Ben McCollum, still wandering around to raffle tickets in the Missouri Western sections. I'd be curious to know how many Missouri Western people, fans, alumni, students know who he is. He's got the Northwest hat on, but I'm curious to know who knows he is. I know there's a few people here that attend all the Mo West basketball games, and I would venture to guess they do know who it is, but I'm curious as to how many people do. The 1-2 is up high. Richards takes and evens the count at 2. The rain in the forecast today missed everything. And we are glad it did, because this has been a great night. Richards down the line, just foul. And not only is Ben McCollum wearing a Bearcat hat, there's another 50-50 50 raffle ticket salesman wearing a Bearcat hat and shirt. I wonder what it is. I'm assuming they're going to make some sort of announcement later when they do the raffle drawing, as Mustangs general manager Kai Turner's talking to Ben McCullum. I got to think there's something up with this. There must just be a little joke that they're playing tonight. Full count now to Richards. That is down low. That's ball 4. And a walk to start the 6th. Here's Matthew Johnson, a runner on first for him. See what Johnson decides to do. Matt Johnson gives the signs to Matt Johnson. I love it. The head coach over at third, Matt Johnson, picked up Matthew Johnson to play shortstop for the 2014 team. There goes Richards, the throw. He is safe. And Richards really showing off the wheels. Didn't realize he had that. Very quick feet and gets down to second with a stolen base. The 1-0 pitch to Matthew Johnson. A good lead at second from Richards. From the stretch, here it is. Curveball. Johnson waits on it, hits it the other way to the second baseman. Throw to first is in time, and that's out number 1. Second baseman Zwaszka has done a pretty good job over there at second base tonight. A leaping grab. A few ground balls his way, and done an exceptional job. Here's the 9-hole Francisco Alvarez. First pitch to him, driven into right center field. That is down in the gap. Alvarez heading for second. There will be a throw as the run scores. Not in time. And an RBI double with 1 out. That gives the Mustangs a 4-0 lead. Eric Wilcoxon now comes in. Wilcoxon, McDonald, Abernathy up next for the Mustangs. Fastball fouled back into the net for strike 1. Oh, 1 count from Ward. Curveball is... Couldn't tell what the call was from the umpire. Raised his hands like it was a foul ball, but they'll call it a ball. 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. Fastball hit up the middle. Zwaszka fields the throw to first in time. That's... No, they're going to say he pulled his foot. See what they rule that one. It was a close play. They might even rule that a hit. Runners on first and third, though, and here's Evan McDonald. McDonald started at third, moved over to second when Lucas Powers left the game. First pitch is grounded to the left side, fielded and thrown to first by Shockley, and that's out number 2. Second and third. Hitter for Ryan Abernathy, and no. So Steele must have came in for Abernathy, then moved to first, moved Cassidy to third, McDonald from third to second, not 100 center field. But here's Hayden Steele. local Central High School product. Played at KCK this year. Top 3 in batting average for them, and the 1-0 pitch to him is a. Here's the 1-0, and he lets that one go for strike 1. Steele, like many local guys, has quickly became a fan favorite here, as a lot of his relatives first couple games. Rip into left field. That's at least 1 RBI. Around comes Wilcoxon, and he is in there. Steele trying for second, and he's going to be out at second, but a 2 RBI single for Hayden Steele. That gives the Mustangs a head into the 7th. Dixon Marble now pitching for the Mustangs. Here in the 7th inning, we'll see if he can continue what Lovelace started, which was 6 scoreless innings, only 3 hits allowed, and that is a great outing for Lovelace, who a couple of bumps in the first part of the season, but definitely back on track now after that one. Dixon Marble, his ERA's at 9 through 5 innings, 4 Ks, 2 walks. He's only appeared in 1 game. See if he can also get back on the right foot with an outing. This outing for him tonight. Fastball in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 count now. The batter is Tony Loeffler. And here's the 0-2 to Loeffler. Fastball outside, that's ball 1. Another pitch just misses, and that'll even the count at 2. Marble delivers the 2-2, working quickly, and there goes Loeffler. Loeffler goes down looking there, one right across the plate from Marble, and he looks good out of the gate. That's 1 out. Donnie Hillerman steps in now, another lefty, 2 lefties in a row for the Alums. They haven't played it a run yet, and it's starting to get out of hand. 6-0. Ball outside. 1-0 count for Marble. Swing and a miss, and hard to tell. It looked like a changeup and really had Hillerman off balance there. Well-placed ball by Marble, and now a 1-1 count. Fastball grounded to McDonald at second. He throws to Steele at first. That's out number 2. Good job by Marble once again. Let his defense work there. Struck out the first one looking, but really hasn't been trying to dance around hitters. He's been going right at him, right around the zone, and it's worked out perfectly these first 2 batters. First pitch to Mason Queen. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. The 0-1 fouled straight back and foul. 0-2 count now to Queen. Righty on righty matchup. 2 outs. Mustangs lead 6-0. They've got 9 hits to the 3 from the Alums. Curveball got him swinging. 1-2-3 inning for Dixon Marble. Mustangs lead 6-0. See if they can tack on a few more. Josh Cassidy, Zach Johnson lead things off here as Cassidy fouls back pitch number 1. Oh, 1 count to Cassidy. The new pitcher for the Alumni is Mason Queen. And there's strike 2. Good breaking ball from Queen. Cassidy's quickly down 0-2. That one fouled down the line. It looks like it'll get out of play. It will. And we'll retry at 0-2. 1-2 count. Mustangs scored 3 last inning. They were up 3-0, now up 6-0. Swing and a miss from Cassidy. That's strike 3 and out number 1. Here's Zach Johnson. Johnson, the right fielder. Haven't got to see his defensive ability much in this game, but he's definitely got a cannon on him. Swings and fouls that one away for strike 1. Oh, 1 count here. Fastball just a bit outside. 1-1 with 1 out. 6-0 lead for the Mustangs. Curveball outside. Crowd sticking around. Still a great crowd, if not bigger than it was earlier. People waiting around to see the fireworks after this game. They already saw a few fireworks from this Mustangs offense. And there's Johnson with a line drive in the left field and a base hit. Great job there by taking that inside pitch straight down the line. An attempt by Shockley, but not a long enough glove over there to make the play. And now here's Lucas Powers stepping in, and maybe Powers re-entering, or maybe Powers went to the outfield. I didn't notice if he did, but that might have been what happened there. 1-0 count. Powers runner at first is Cassidy. Curveball in there. That is strike 1. Powers back in. Curveball yet again. Strike 2. And he's really working that curveball, and it is a good one from Mason Queen. Here's one hit high on the infield. Queen on the mound makes the grab for out number 2. Kyle Richards is going to come in now. He had a base hit in his last time up. Stole a base and came around. Queen looks good. Really, none of the pitchers from Missouri Western have. Everyone's had good control of moving it and placing it in the right spots. Now they've had it in the strike zone, but that's not always a great thing if you're right in the middle of that strike zone, and that's what they were, and the Mustangs took advantage with that 3-run 6th. Now we're sitting 1 runner on. It's Zach Johnson, not Josh Cassidy, and at the plate is Kyle Richards. The 1-0 pitch fouled back for strike 1. Zach Johnson jumps off of first to get a good secondary lead, but that ball's in the dirt. He'll stay put. 2-1 count. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The Alums will have 2 more chances. Richards through the left side, base hit. That's a single with 2 outs, and that'll move Johnson to second. First and second here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Madison stepping in. After him, Francisco Alvarez, and then back to the top of the order with Eric Wilcoxon. See if Johnson can poke one through the right side here. That done it on for sure. Big gap between the first baseman and second baseman. Fastball, swing and a miss there as Queen kind of reared back on that one to even the count at 1. The 1-1, 2 outs. Fastball is low and gets past the catcher. That's Loeffler behind the plate still. Second and third now. Johnson on third. Richards on second. Now a chance for Matt Johnson to get his confidence going on the offensive side, drive in a couple runs, and extend this lead to 8. Breaking ball just a little high. That'll make it 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that is low for ball 4. Now a bases loaded opportunity for Francisco Alvarez, and Alvarez steps in, righty on righty matchup. Still no home runs from this 2014 squad. Only Johnny Coy has hit one out of Phillips Stadium this year. First pitch to Alvarez, and he fouls this one back and away. We'll see. I know this crowd is just going to explode when the ball leaves the yard. Whenever it happens, you know it's coming eventually. Here's a grounder to the shortstop. Simmons fields. The throw to first is in time. That's out number 3. 3 runners stranded on the base paths. Mustangs still lead 6-0. David Chu leading off the top of the 8th, and 6 outs to go for this Mustang squad to see if they can close the door and win this one. Fastball there is up high for ball 1. New pitcher for the Mustangs, believe it's Reed Morton. I can't see the second number on his jersey. Yes, Reed Morton is the new pitcher for the Mustangs. A 1-1 count to David Chu. Here's the delivery. Fastball fouled back and out of play. That's strike 2. Mustangs 6-0 lead. They scored 1 in the second, third, and fourth, and they scored 3 in the sixth and have held the Alumni scoreless. Fastball fouled out of play, and we'll retry it 1-2. Two delivery now to Chu is low. That's ball 3. Full count now. On deck, Parrish Lutz. Morton from the stretch delivers the full count pitch. Up the middle, almost got Morton in the leg, but he dodges it. That's a base hit, though, for David Chu. A good one there to keep his hands inside the ball. Drove it right up the middle. And now we'll see Parrish Lutz. Lutz, righty on righty matchup. See if he can get something going here. Maybe a little rally and put some runs on the board. Grounded up the middle. Fielded by McDonald. Tags Chu. Throw to first. A double play. Evan McDonald. And the Mustangs have 2 outs. Now we'll see Spencer Shockley, the third baseman. He's had a few good plays tonight. Here comes Kyle Jackson to the mound. Looks like might have a pitching change. We'll see. Jackson's going to talk to Morton for a second. I don't know why they would change. He is going to chat with him, though. I don't think they will. They'll keep him in the game. Can't tell what they're really doing. Looks like they're stalling, or I don't know. Jackson's going to head off the field. Morton's laughing. I don't know what the heck's going on. 2 down, though, and Spencer Shockley's up. How many times have we seen Missouri Western get a runner on to start the inning and then have that erased by a double play or getting the lead runner on a force out, something like that? They've had a lot of those happen tonight. First pitch to Shockley is a fastball low for ball 1. And there's ball 2 low as well. Gets one across the plate there for strike 1. That one up the middle, fielded by Johnson. The throw to first, and got him at first. 1-2-3 inning for the Mustangs. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. They Mason Queen stays on the mound for the Alumni. Eric Wilcoxon will lead things off. 1-2-3 for the Mustangs in the bottom of the eighth. Fastball outside, ball one there from Queen. We'll see if the Mustangs can tack on a few more. I doubt they need it. It looks like Brett Ash is getting warm in the Mustangs pen. It's hard to see from all the way in the press box, but I would guess that's who's going to come in to close the door, and he is lights out in the ninth inning. He's lights out with a 1-run lead, let alone a 6-run lead. 2-1 count to Wilcoxon. Queen takes the sign from the stretch, deals, and it is low for ball three. This one hitting the left center field. It is on the ground, and Wilcoxon almost robbed of a great hit by David Chu in left field. Chu came soaring over and we're talking an inch right there away from getting in his glove and being a spectacular catch. Wilcoxon, though, a double to left field, and that is not a good start for the Alumni. Here's Evan McDonald stepping in. McDonald fouls the 1-0 back, and that'll make it a 1-1 count. Still no outs. Here's the 1-1. Curveball up and in. McDonald gets out of the way, and now that'll make it a 2-1 count. Wilcoxon a massive lead at second. No one holding. Fastball out of the zone for ball one. The 3-1 count. That one finds the zone for strike two. McDonald thought it was a ball. Kind of joking with the umpire there. The umpire took a while to call it. I think he almost baiting McDonald to get out of there so he could bring him on back. All in good fun. Full count delivery. McDonald hits this one to the right side, and that gets through past Loeffler at second. And here comes Wilcoxon in. That's an RBI single for McDonald. Here's Hayden Steele playing first base tonight since about the 6th inning. He had a couple RBIs in his first at bat. Takes a big cut at that one for strike one. That'll make it 1-1 now. That's a base hit. McDonald running to second, and he will be out at second. Steele a single. McDonald thrown out at second base. He had to wait to make sure it got down. Fortunately, it did. Unfortunately, McDonald wasn't sure. 7-0 lead for the Mustangs. Steele on first with one out, and here's Josh Cassidy. Cassidy takes ball one, 1-0 count now. Outside, and that's ball two. Steele most likely staying put at first. 2-0 to Cassidy. Fastball grounded to the left side. Field throw to second, and they got Steele at second. Can't get Cassidy at first. There's 2 outs, though. They get the lead runner in Steele, and now runner on first with 2 outs, and here's Zach Johnson. Johnson looking to keep this little 2-out spark alive. Cassidy a little bit of speed at first. Gets a good secondary, but stays. That's a ball in the dirt. One-0 pitch. Fastball, and that's fouled back and out of play for strike one. Queen delivers the 1-1, and it is chopped foul along the right side, and that'll give Queen a chance to get out of this inning with only 1 run given up. They trail by 7. It's unlikely they'll make a charge. I'd say it's unlikely they'll get on the board with Brett Ash most likely coming in to close things out. We'll see who does come in for the Mustangs. Now a lefty up in the pen. I don't know if he's just getting the bullpen in or if he is going to come in and throw. We'll see. As there's another foul ball from Johnson. That one out of the catcher's mitt, and Cassidy will jog to second base. Runner in scoring position now for Zach Johnson with a 2-2 count. See what Queen brings to him here. 1 to play with, not a whole lot to play with really, but he could throw a breaking ball here, see if he can get him. How much confidence he has in it, I'm not sure, and he throws a fastball low for ball 3. Full count. Johnson steps back in. Queen gets the sign. Donnie Hillerman behind the plate now, and that's in the dirt for ball 4. Yes, Wilcoxon will take third base. Johnson jogs to first, and now Lucas Powers. That ball's outside, makes it a 1-0 count to Powers. See if he can drive in another run. They're sitting at 7 right now. Fastball, swing and a miss. Powers, that one gets past the catcher, though, and goes to the backstop, and the Mustangs score their 8th run of the night. 1-1 count. Catcher Hillerman just kind of let that one go off his glove. Powers' swing probably distracted him a little bit. It's inside, now 1-1 count. Runner on second is Zach Johnson. He is the only runner on with 2 outs. Fastball, Powers grounds through the left side. Johnson will head home. We'll see. A throw is coming to Hillerman. And he makes a good grab, but falls down, and Zach Johnson scores. 9-0 Mustangs. They score 3 more here in the 8th. And Powers is on second with Kyle Richards at the plate. Pitch from Richards, fastball, swung on and hit into the parking lot. Appreciate you joining me tonight. Chucky Kempf along for the call. Great evening at Phil Welch. As you can see, blue skies and fireworks after the game. Should be a great night. Ball in the dirt to Richards. Two one now, 2 outs. That strike there evens the count at 2s. And a chance yet again for Queen to get out of the inning here. See if he can put one past Richards. The 2-2 pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. Catcher Hillerman will throw to first. That will do it for the 8th. Mustangs plate 3 more. 9-0 lead heading to the top of the 9th.